What's up, everybody? My name is Sean K. I'm here with the famous, top level, extraordinarily talented pilot Ben Storick. He has been flying the goosky S2 Legend for about maybe what, month and a half now? 2 months, maybe?
Yeah, about a month and a half, I'd say.
Okay. So how has it been flying the goosky?
It's been actually a great experience. A lot better than I initially thought, because usually with micro helicopters, not really my thing. I'm more of a big helicopter guy. So, I didn't know what really to expect, but, I took it out and got some flying in it. And man, I was super impressed for sure.
Yeah, that's what I've been getting. This, like, literally, we can't keep these things in stock. As soon as we get in like 100 kits, they're gone. Our parts are gone. It's just like it's been taken off. People are really liking the way this thing flies. And what's so surprising is that a lot of the guys are having the same experience that you have. They're saying, "Hey, man, I usually fly 700s, but I just got it just to see, and now I can't stop flying it." And they fly it all the time, and it's just one of those things that just brings. It's just fun. It's not hard to control it. It's very stable. It does maneuvers like big machines do. 700 size does, and but it's just smaller. So, but you're not alone feeling the same way about the S2 Legend.
Absolutely, man. It's great. I can't wait to go out and fly it. The other day I did like 10 flights in it, and man, it was very enjoyable.
You did 10 flights?
10 flights, man.
Have you crashed it yet?
I have not, but I'm sure that day will come. But
man, I put mine in so bad yesterday. Oh, it was so bad. I felt so bad, man.
But hey, I did hear it crashes really well. So
no, literally, I've crashed it about 6 times, and out of those 6 times, 4 of those times I just straightened out the blades, and then I kept flying.
Yeah, so, I've heard like many people that actually crashed theirs, and like they literally just did exactly that.
But see, what my last one, I bent the boom. It was like almost 90 degrees. So I'm like, man, I really want to fly it. It was just into the flight. I was just getting in the groove. So I bent the boom back, and it was crooked, but it was still flyable. So I just started hammering it. I'm just flying it 3D, blah, blah, blah. And then I guess when I bent the boom back, it sheared the tail rotor cables, and then the whole tail just flew off. So it's just doing like a pirouette, going like 100 miles an hour, and it went in. But I'm getting some new parts. I mean, it should be back in the air in like a couple of days. So
awesome. Yeah. And that's another thing I love about the goosky. It's very simple. Like if you crash and need to replace something, everything is very accessible and easy to work on.
Absolutely. So we put up a video about the giving all the pros and cons to each model, the S2 Legend and the Evo, the M2 Evo. And it caused a lot of controversy. Everyone's like, "Oh, this one's better, that one's better." And the truth is, you have to pick for yourself which model is better for you personally. But we also got in a couple comments about saying, why is the goosky more expensive? So I kind of was like, all right, well, let me check this out. I found a couple things that I thought maybe would contribute to a higher price. And the first thing that I noticed was the gyro. The gyro in the S2 Legend, it operates 2 times as fast as some of the other competition. So which means that's why we love it so much, is when the tail locks in, it's not on accident. There was tech that was used to make this gyro react faster, quicker, and more efficient. So, and if you notice at the end of your flights, your tail unit isn't like on fire, like crazy hot. It's like it's warm because you flew it, but it's not. It's more efficient. Was there anything else that you noticed about it?
Yeah. So another thing that I noticed is the servos. They're completely metal casing and also metal gear. And also I heard that they're maybe fully programmable. So I think that's, one thing to note on the, the goosky S2. So
yeah, I'm so into like programmable servos, man. It's like once you go programmable, it's like you can't go back. So there was a couple times when I crashed, my servo horn broke. So it was hard to like level the squash. And I was thinking, I think you can go in the app, which is another thing that the other competition doesn't have. They have it has a Bluetooth app where you can go in and adjust the servo. You can go in and say, hey, nudge it up a little bit. This is where you want to program center in. That's the next level to me. So if you have a servo that is programmable and you have Bluetooth where you can change the flybar characteristics, the flybar unit characteristics on the fly, so you don't have to land it, you don't have to take the canopy off, you don't have to stick a screwdriver in there and turn stuff. That is just next level to me. And I know when you have that type of technology, it's going to make the cost better, but it's better for the pilot because it's less stress. It's less time spent taking canopies off and finding a flathead screwdriver and doing all that stuff. Like, that's kind of old school to me now. It's once you get to the Bluetooth, it's like next level. So that's probably another reason why it costs a little bit more as well.
Right. And so another point for me is mechanically, the goosky S2 actually uses, if you look right here, they actually use bearings inside these washout arms right here. And so the other competitors, they actually just use like pins. So by using a bearing, you know, you'll get more flights, the longevity, and it'll just last longer.
Wow, I didn't even know that. So it's like once you have bearings and you have like, once you, if you look at each part of the helicopter and you say, okay, well, we added bearings here, that's less stress on the mechanics of the helicopter, which makes your flight last longer, which makes you feel like you have more power. And I'll tell you right now, man, I talked to a couple of people who have flown the M2 and the S2, and pretty much they're saying that the goosky has more power, it has more grunt. I'm not sure if they use the exact same motor or not, but maybe if they did, maybe the efficiency that you feel on the helicopter has a lot to do with everything other than the actual motor. You know, bearings, high quality servos, programmable servos. You know, the algorithms of the gyro operating twice as fast as the competition. I think when you add up all those small little things, it makes just a better product that could possibly just cost more. But you're benefiting from that.
Yeah, I totally agree for sure. And also, like the built-in ESC in this helicopter actually has a built-in governor, so it's able to hold the head speed, whatever head speed that you set at. So if you're doing like hard TikToks, it'll increase the power so that it doesn't like bog down or anything.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, so like you come in for like an overspeed or something, you don't want the thing just like going crazy head speed, so it'll pull power away. Just like a normal governor on a bigger helicopter. It works the same way.
That's crazy. Now, is that a feature that pretty much all the smaller helicopters are using, or is this kind of like next level?
In my opinion, I think it's next level because most of the small helicopters that I've ever owned, they don't have a governor feature. So basically, you would just set like a throttle curve, like a flat curve, or maybe a V curve, whatever it may be. They don't have a set governor like this one.
Wow. Okay. Well, shouts out to goosky and their team over there for all the technology they poured into this model.
Yeah.
I've also heard they had some more stuff coming to the market. Not sure what is coming next, but I'm really excited to see what they're bringing to the table. They're really changing the landscape of smaller micro helicopters, and I think it's more appealing to the guys who like 700s or who started out on nitro and think everything should be big size or whatever. And also too, it's really good for beginners because it's not as intimidating as a 550 size or a nitro or 700 size with 715 size blades and stuff like that. So kudos to goosky.
Absolutely. And I heard from Danny Sabo, old time. He hit me up. He's like, hey, how's this goosky S2? And I was like, dude, it is next level, and he's like, well, I want to try one, so he ended up getting one. He went out for a test flight and he texted me with like all capital letters. He's like, dude, this thing flies exactly like a 700. I was like, I told you. So yeah,
Danny Sabo,
the goosky, man, for sure.
That's sick. Okay, so we have like some legitimate pilots like vouching for this. You, of course, Danny Sabo, who is known across the community, him and his brother Alan, and we've got Ben Lee flying it now. Young Ben Lee. Who else has been flying it?
I've been seeing a lot of people flying it. I heard that actually Donnie Pesci is going to get one and fly it. So pretty excited to
Not,
see him get a grip on that thing. You know.
oh man, I want to see that. So when next time you guys are together, can you please do a tandem with you and Donnie?
Absolutely.
I love seeing you guys tandems. It's amazing,
Hey, you
man.
know, the one at Urca was pretty fun, you know, where we did the tandem at the Heli Direct demo. Had like, what, like 5, 6 of them going at once? It was crazy, wasn't it?
I don't know how you guys didn't like hit each other in the air. I was on pins and needles the whole time, and literally out of the whole hour for me, that was just the most exciting. Like because everyone there was like, okay, someone's gonna midair right now, and Rasmus was flying one, and it was just a bunch of madness, but it was so much fun.
You know, I heard from a lot of people that they actually said that was one of the highlights for them for the whole demo was the Goose
Really,
Sky S2. Yeah, like it was, they loved it.
it's crazy. We gotta do it again, man.
Absolutely.
All right, so well, I appreciate you checking in with us about the Goose Sky helicopter. If you have any updates and like hit me up, man. Let's do it again. Let's talk about it.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for everything, man.
All right, man. Talk to you soon, Ben.
All right, later, Sean.
Peace.